wanted to share with you a collective perspective. I heard a joke from my pastor, and it was pretty funny. And then I thought, So his joke was there was a man walking on the beach, and God says to him, "Son, you have been so faithful. I am going to grant you a special wish." The man got so excited, he said, "I have always wanted to go to Hawaii, but I'm afraid to fly. Can you build me a bridge?" And he said, when he paused for a moment, God says, "Son, that is impossible. Think of the logistics. All that, now just take a moment and wish again." He said, "Okay, God, I have been married 4 times. All my ex-wives say I am so insensitive. So my wish is that I will understand a woman, maybe some perspective of how she thinks or how she feels or why she thinks the way she does or why she feels the way she does." And after a long pause, God says, "Okay, do you want 2 lanes or 4 lanes on that bridge?" So everyone's laughing, and I thought, let me gather my collective perspective on that and think, now, if a man asked me, my thoughts and feelings, what would I say to kind of, grant his wish, right? So what I came up with is a strong friendship doesn't need daily conversation or always need togetherness. As long as a relationship lives in the heart, true relationship will never part. Studies show most people hate their own voice on a phone call. I don't know if you guys knew that. But when you fully trust someone without any doubt, you finally get one of 2 results. Either a person for life or a lesson for life. When you're single, all you see is happy couples, right? But then when you're committed, all you see is, happy singles. A man who wants to make a relationship work will move mountains to keep the woman he loves. It makes me laugh thinking about nothing's freakier, than, a drunk woman in love with you. I remember, having that dizzy feeling. Even sober though, I still have the same mindset of, I'm a genie in a bottle. Just rub me the right way, right? And that would consist of, when a man hates himself, he takes it out on the woman he loves. Always remember this, because a great relationship is where yesterday's fight doesn't affect today's communication. Maturity is when you love someone deeply, but you don't pressure them to love you back. Being able to instantly respond with sarcasm to a silly question is actually a sign of a healthy brain. When you find a king, keep him. When you find a queen, you gotta love and protect her. Don't ever reshuffle your cards, because you might end up picking up a joker. Let's see. Women get to a point in their life where it's not just about sex anymore, but it also is about including a real man to love, trust, and have her back. Always go with the choice that scares you, because that is always what is going to help you grow. No one in this world is perfect or pure. If you avoid people for the little mistakes, you will always be alone. So judge less and love more. Did you know in Russia there are 9 more million women than there are men? Isn't that amazing? When I saw that in my feed, I went, wow. If you knew how many men, though, a good woman turns down just to be with you, you would treat her better. I like when, he told me that, to remember 1 minute of any anger can weaken actually your immune system for like 5 to 6 hours. So how amazing it is to find someone who wants to hear about all the things that go on, in my head. A safe man comes into your life and loves you correctly. No sneaky stuff, no half love, no extra females, no inconsistency, just you and only you, right? When you meet someone who tries their hardest to stick by you, regardless of how difficult you are, keep them. Keep them at all costs, because finding someone who cares enough to look past your flaws isn't something that happens every day. A girl is happiest when she knows you make her everything in front of everyone. Every time. A true man does not need to romance a different girl every night. A true man romances the same girl for the rest of her life. Men and women who listen to similar music tend to be better communicators and have much longer lasting relationships. Psychology says things like the woman who wears less makeup or makes a point, to be pretty, the character of that woman is very good. Even if she's not an artist and can't paint or draw, makes a point to show her creativity to enhance her features. No one in this world is pure and perfect. I'll say it again, okay? If you avoid people for their little mistakes, you will always be alone. So judge less and love more. And couples who watch romantic comedies together on a regular basis are known to show vast improvement in their intimacy. I look back and I think how over the years, as I, have grown and matured and had experiences and, looked and listened, it's about using all your senses, What does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? That begins to be the answer. And if you're asking a specific woman, you would evaluate her in those ways. And believe it or not, you would actually understand how she thinks and how she feels. Because if you're paying attention, she's going to tell you. She's going to show you, right? And bonus, if she's the one, she's probably going to do all the things she wants you to do to her 10 times back. It's really encouraging because, love is such a beautiful thing that he gives us and teaches us how to give others. If nothing else, if you guys, are genuine people and understand, my purpose is just to try to be supportive and encouraging and loving and get educated and be an educator, right? It's not always you know, a specific answer because we're all, you know, very different people. But that's, there was a song I learned in elementary school. It was so cute. And Whittle started to sing it the other day. And I went, wow, that song still exists? I haven't heard it since probably like third grade. And it's something like, look what happened. The world is a rainbow with many kinds of people. The world is a rainbow. Just look what happens when we stir it up. Stir it up. And she even did the thing, you know, with the spoon. And I went, oh my goodness. And, you know, God granted several of my prayers. But one of the questions, several questions he's answered, but one of the questions I'm so grateful for that he actually answered after I kind of said it out loud to you guys a couple of videos ago when I said, you know, that my boys definitely have a tender heart. You know, my oldest daughter's different. And I said, Whittle, I think she has it. Now I know she has it. The other day, I had an incident where I had a cut in my nail, like in the middle, like where the meat is. And when it occurred, you know, I was with her, and I said, look, ouch. And she goes, oh, I've had one of those before. She said, it's very important that you don't mess with it. It's going to hurt and bother you, and you're going to want to pick at it, but don't. You got to leave it alone so it can heal. And I blushed a little bit, going, wow. And then she did something else, the same, you know, time period. We played salon, and she was doing my makeup, and just gently, you know, talking to me as I'm letting her just, you know, even if she made me look like a clown, because it's so tender when she's that close, listening to her talk. And so I asked her, I said, so what do you want for Christmas? Do you want to write a letter to Santa? And she said, you know, I'm not picky. I would be so happy to just get new things, and you surprise me with whatever you think I like. And I went, ah. And then I put on Katy Perry, Wide Awake. She used to be, as a toddler, would love to turn it on, and then she'd run back and forth while she was singing the song. But this time, when the song played, she changed her to a, like, she started doing like a shrug to the song. And I went, putting these together, I'm like, she's maturing. She's showing me, Mom, I'm 7. I'm not 4. You know, it was like she's been doing like an introduction to her transformation, you know, as a little girl, getting a little bit older. And just as I'm eyeing at this moment, she then rewards me with, but remember, I still want to do these things. And she reached up to my face and did butterfly kisses like we've always done. And then she did Eskimo. And then she did the nudge we do with the cheek to cheek. And I blushed. I was like, wow, my prayer's been answered. I've been assured she definitely has that tender heart. So her too, obviously, I will ferociously protect. You know, no lions, tigers, or bears can come near her. But so in awe and so grateful to God that, you know, she's my angel. All of my children, are my angel, because every single one of them have put me on a journey of discovery of not only them, but myself too. And to see that interaction and to experience that love and that, understanding and that emotional connection is vital for children, but so rewarding too. It adds to the let me love them harder and even make more. More loving people in the world, right? I mean, especially if they're going to love like that. Well, that's my cue to go walk my steps. I'll see you guys later, okay? God bless you.